Turn it up. Don't even worry about it. We just gonna hold it. Let's go ahead and go right now, doing what we do. Yo, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is People to People with Rodney Grimes. Could you put me on one? Put me on one. Put me on one. Put me on one, and just take it. And it is what it is. I just want to tell everybody, man, I appreciate everything that's going on. All the people that's been joining in. It's been a lot. I'm here in the studio. It's Let's Talk About It Wednesday. Um, it's just a lot going on. So I'm just literally, if you use the remote right there, you see the other one. Look, is that the one? It should say LG on it. You see LG on it. So, and if y'all just bear with me, I'm going to straighten something out real quick. Just hold on. I can do this. I got this. So I tell you, it sometimes you would not believe I've been in the studio all day, and some days it be like that where things just don't go. You just don't go the way you plan. But that's life itself. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and put my stuff on the screen, and I'm going to take it from there, and then we're going to start the program and and just keep it moving. So everybody just tuned in with me. Networking. Yeah, I got to shut that down. There we go. All right. Hey, what's going on? Let's talk about it Wednesday. Here I'm in the studio. I've been here moving around all day long and trying to make things happen. When I tell you we're moving in another direction, I'm looking for to get a serious production team behind me because we're trying to do some powerful things in the DMV. It's rough when you try to do everything by yourself. It is, but I'm being consistent, you know, and just staying grounded. I have been in hiatus for a minute because I wasn't really bringing people into the show. So y'all been seeing me really kind of talking a lot individually about different things and focusing on different topics, trying to empower us. Motivation Monday, then Let's Talk About It Wednesday, so forth and so on. We've been kind of dying out on the date night as well. That's because trying to put that work in. I wanted to say shout out to Andrew Clark from the Chambers of Commerce out here in Tyson's Corner. He had a phenomenal networking event. Uh, when you want to run with the big boys, you got to hang out with the big boys, and so that's all I can say is that's what I'm doing, trying to follow some of the individuals who are making things happen. So Andrew, man, I appreciate all you do. I appreciate the invitations. I appreciate the guidance. And when I tell you out in Tyson's Corner, they not playing. They plan. They put on events. They support one another. They do it, and that's what and it really it's got to happen all over. And I don't want to take it personal because I'm in my feelings a little bit. I really am. So that's gonna probably show, but it is what it is because I see that we had a potential to do so much. And I tell you, I'd be busting my behind trying to make the doors open for us in the DMV, and I'm going to continue to do so because that's what God tells me to do. This is not just about me. It's not just about you, but it is about us. So, I constantly stay focused and do what I got to do. I tell you, I don't like halfway doing things, and I just get frustrated when it don't come right. Okay. But what I'm doing is I'm still plugging. Shout out to TEP TV on Roku. TEP is actually TEP Entertainment Production. A very, very good brother who's also networking and making some things happen in the DMV. He's all over the place, man. And he's really trying to do some powerful stuff with us. And you know something? I know I'm sitting back. I need to bring my mic up. Y'all probably going to hear a change in my tone a little bit because you know what? Guess what? My sound man he is just amazing. Matter of fact, he was telling me some things and some things to do to move forward. And we just working on some other things that's going to really take the podcast to a different level. I've been losing a lot of viewers, but you know what? There's room for new ones. And so, and I've been trying to stay on top of it because that's why I've been consistent coming on. And, and a lot of people want to tell me how to do it. They don't know how to do it, but you know what? I do the best I can. That's it. And y'all got to excuse my energy because I'm a little frustrated. It's sometimes you got to just take a deep breath. Let me do that. Okay. So it is what it is, I tell you, I'm the person that really try to make things happen. I like when, it's done correctly. And so I apologize, our introduction wasn't on point. And, I'm working on that too. I got some real good guests coming in next week. And I'm going to start really moving things in the right direction. So, I just want y'all to keep praying for me and keep supporting the People to People podcast of the DMV. Okay, so I don't want to make it about me and my feelings. I just want to talk about what we're doing. We're moving forward. Shout out to the Fam District Band. Let me tell y'all something. This is a phenomenal band that's available. I'm talking for all occasions. They play all type of music from R&B, go-go. They do pop. They do it all. And so we're going to be doing a lot of promoting for them and moving forward to make some things happen. So I'm just excited. Uh, and it says, oh, okay. And guess what? Let me give y'all the ups on the man in the mirror. Man in the mirror. The topic is going to be promoting success and humility. Promoting success and humility. Boo Jones, Nate Jenkins, and myself, Rodney Grimes. Man in the Mirror, positive podcast show. That's the show that matters. Every last Thursday of the month. So be ready for that. We be bringing on some unique individuals, and we always trying to encourage individuals to make changes in their life. So, with that said, again, shout out to the intelligence office out here in Tyson's Corner. We here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We supposed to be anyway. We kind of pick and choose sometimes and be all over the place. What's going on? What's going on in your neighborhoods? What's going on in your communities? What's going on in your houses, in your homes, on your jobs? I hope that somehow or another you are focusing on making a difference in your life so that you'll be able to move forward. I got some things planned to make a difference, and and I'm going to be adamant about working on those things as I move forward. Again, it's a process, and when you're doing a lot by yourself, it put a lot of weight on your back. But I've never been a lazy guy, and I believe in my community, and my community is the DMV all over. I represent Baltimore. I represent the District of Columbia. I represent Virginia. I represent all parts of Maryland, Fort Washington, Oxon Hill, Temple Hill. You call it, we represent it. And so I just, want you to know that this is a platform for us where you have a voice and a choice. Also, there's some other things that's going on. I got to get all of these individuals who I want to do the shout out to their businesses and their magazines and all this. And those are some things I have to work on again. I take one step at a time, trying to be on top of the game. And I just do what I do. Again, if you're looking for a fantastic performing band, the Fam District, band, I'm telling you, you are going to be amazed because they are phenomenal. They are one of the bands that travel anywhere, and they can perform in any event. and they will not let you down. And I'm gonna tell you, you got to pay when you want some top of the line performers. With this band, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to pay. No freebies, because this band is all that and some. So when I tell you, anytime James Brown use them, you already know that they top of the line. So that's some of their history. They played behind James Brown, open up for James Brown, and it's just amazing where we are. So I'm just excited, all the way around. Again, this is how we do. It's powerful. It's powerful. It's powerful. I appreciate everyone who's been supporting the podcast. And let me see. I, I I see Boo Jones is. He says, Rodney at work this morning on the news, a police shot a female police while they were taking a picture. Unbelievable. Hey, you know what? I saw that, Boo. I saw that, man. That was something. It was in training. It was some training. And, but what they were saying is they gave that dude only 3 years. They gave that guy 3 years. And, and said, so I'm just going to tell you, it's something what's been going on. We got to be very conscious about what's going on in our community when we're not supporting one another. And so, I can tell you that it becomes very, very, very frustrating when we are seeing these young people out here running blind. Well, I was talking to some people today, and explaining to them what was the purpose of the People to People podcast. And that is for us to be a voice and a choice, and get the right information out there for people to see what's going on and understand what we bring to the table. Okay? So it's up to you in your homes to make the difference. I have a guest, he's going to be coming in shortly. Um, he had some things he had to tend to, and he's a gentleman that's going to be helping. Supposedly, we're going to be making some moves. I'm trying to reach out to different people, man, to see who's serious about moving forward and who's really about making a difference in the community. So y'all just hanging there with me. Again, remember to go to Tap TV on Roku. Tap, he has all kind of entertainment for you there. If you have um, um, a program that you want to have shown and it's quality, you want to get in touch with him. And if you have any problems getting in touch with him, you get in touch with me. You know how to get in touch with me. Call me, check me out, and I will make that happen. I also wanted to tell you that I wanted to tell you that if you interested in booking the band, Fame District, it's Fam District, you can get in touch with me with me as well. Nate Jenkins, Rodney, what you look like Monday around 1 p.m. Me to come to the studio and finish setting up. Oh man, hey Nate, you hit me up while I'm on the air. I'm reading your text message. I always, hey, I have my show on Monday, but call me, Nate. Call me, bro, and we can finish doing what we got to do to make things happen. Again, um, I want to just say, shout out to Man in the Mirror. Them brothers, man, what I really admire about them is that they take this personal. They take it personal. They are really interested in helping people to better their lives and things of that nature. If I don't respond to your um, comments, it's because we had some technical difficulties with the comments popping up for us to be able to read them. So we have to look at them from a different perspective. I got an individual that's going to be able to take care of that as well. When you're doing production, it is not easy. It's not easy financially, mentally, physically, and spiritually. It's not. And so, but I just give glory and praise to God, because guess what? I'm going on 3 years with all the things I've been struggling with. I am not giving up. I refuse to give up. What we got? You got a comment?
Mark Durrett is on. He says crab in the pot syndrome in Virginia. We have to stick together.
Hey, Mark, let me tell you about the crab in a pot. Crab in a pot is a good thing, bro. We ain't putting no heat up under there. You know what we doing, Mark? Just like me and you, we locking horns, man. We locking them. We locking together and holding on and support one another. We gonna build a strong foundation. So they talk about the crab in the pot. We ain't letting nobody put no heat up under us no more. So that they gonna be killing us where we holding each other down and die. No, we the crabs in the pot that's building a foundation that's moving in the right direction. Mark the Red is another brother who has a business. Black in the City, I think is the name of it. If not, hey Mark, when you get a chance, please um, um, go ahead and tell me what the name of it is again, because a lot of this stuff.
It's Black in the City.
Black in the City.
Queens and Queens Clothing.
And Queens and Clean Clothing. Now let me tell you about Mark. Let me tell you what's happening. Mark is a brother who is actually doing a lot of promoting and trying to do things, putting himself out there, selling his product. And I'm talking good product. Okay. We need to be definitely making sure that we support this brother. Okay. Support him the best way we can. Mark, still put your information in there. I can't see it, but it shows up. So what I want you to do, put your information in there and just remember, Mark, yo, this is what we do. And hey, Mark, if you want to call, man, 703-752-6120. If you want to call in and talk about your clothing line a little bit, that's okay with me, bro. I got to guess he's on the way in. Uh, uh, a gentleman that's getting ready to make some changes in the community as well. He should be here shortly. But I just want to do also shout out to the Queen Rachel Pope, um, and I just want to thank God for His blessings, man. You know, with my mom, uh, my mother, my queen. I just want to thank God for 92 years, man. 92 years. My mom is hanging in there. That's all I can say. My mom's hanging in there. Shout out to my family, my niece Tara, my niece Ashika, my nephew Leslie. I'm calling out people who really been in there pounding away. My sister Kathy, my sister Vita, and my wife Zena, my son Michael, uh, my sister-in-law Carolyn. I'm talking people who they've been putting that work in, and it's not easy. It's not. And so, I just want to say thank. I shouldn't. I know they don't want me to say thank you to them, but I say thank you anyway because it's not easy when you're watching your loved one uh, living life and going through a rough time. And my mom she's just, that's my babe. You know what I mean? I don't even know how to even talk about that too much. But value your loved ones. Value your loved ones that you have right now. Um, you want to make sure that you love them while you can tell them. I was with my mother the other day and she was holding my hands. I just went into prayer with my mom. I prayed with my mother, letting her know that, what she taught me, I stand firm on. I believe in prayer. I believe in God. I believe in 1,000 million, billions, zillions, whatever you can say it is. I believe in him because he's been a blessing, and even with my mother and the situation that she's in right now, we are blessed, and again, I appreciate my family members who are, doing their part. Some of us can do a little bit, some can do more. Some of us doing nothing. Maybe no. Let me take that back. Some of they might be praying. They could be praying for it. So don't. One thing you got to be careful not to be judgmental because you don't know what nobody's situation is. So I apologize for that when I said the way I said it. I didn't mean that in a negative way when I said they're not doing nothing because some people are not in position to do anything for real, and it's not because they don't want to, but it just could be their situations. But take the opportunity to show your family that you love them. And then shout out to all the individuals that I met today. And also, let me see. So Tiffany Soa, I think that's is Tiffany Soa. She's gonna be on the show with me on the 20th. And then I have the CEO of the Christian Comedian. Is KO? Is it KO? Oh, Tiffany KO. Did I say Soa? KO. Hey, but she's an amazing lady. She's going to be coming on. Then I'm going to be reaching back out to some people. Shout out to my very dear friend Joe Coleman. I'm gonna be reaching out to you, Joe. I see. Let me tell y'all a story about Joe. I met this gentleman some years ago. He's a he's one of the best at it. A hell of a performer. One of the original Platters, and he sings with a couple of brothers right now. Joe Blunt from the Drifters, and I forgot the other gentleman name, but they caused a classic. So and these brothers are amazing, right? But when Joe, it was another individual singing with him, Glenn Leonard from the Temptations, and I can say these are my friends. Um, I reached out to Joe some years ago. We had a club. I got to tell y'all about this, and if Joe see this, he gonna be dying laughing. But so we had a club. Me, Pinky Slate. We was trying to pull this thing off, man. We was going hard down in Alexandria, right off of Duke Street, right across the street from Landmark. We had the club, and we was really trying to make this thing happen. And these Moroccan brothers, well, dudes, they was the one who was owning the club, I guess, or running it or whatever. But they had us where we was getting it on, I think Tuesday and Thursday or something like that. And they told us, we could really do some things there, but we didn't know they weren't paying the rent to the place, and things would just happen. So one day, I called my friend Joe Coleman, and I was trying to impress him. I said, Joe, come on down, man, come on down, because I felt so pumped up because the location was phenomenal. But then come to find out the day was coming, there wasn't no heat in the it was no heat in the building. No heat. So these Moroccans, what they did, they went and got one of them generators that run off of gas. Why they put it inside the building? They put it inside the building so they could run the heat off of it some kind of way. I forget what it was. So Joe and Joe Blunt and Glenn Leonard, uh, they came in and they had their female queens with them, and they came in and it was so funny because when they come correct, and believe me, but the ladies they was looking like queens. They had on their fur coats and everything because it was cold outside. And when they came in the building, all you could smell was like propane or gas or and man, when I tell you, I gained so much respect for that man, and because he didn't just turn around and walk out, he stood there, he stayed there. I think they sang a little something. I think they performed a little something for us. We had, I believe, Step Four was in there at the time. They had came up to do something in there too as well. But anyway, what happened? Um, uh, uh, they had came in and they were sitting down, and it was just crazy. So they end up sitting there, and you can tell that uh, they was sitting there, and they was like, "Oh my god, uh, it smelled just like gas here," but they didn't leave me. They stayed there with me, and I was excited. So, you know what? I keep it real. I keep it real. So my guest has just got here, Rahul. He going to ease right on in here. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step, and get and go in. and he gonna sit down with me, and we're gonna jump in where we got to get in. But I was telling y'all about that, and I wanted to finish the story real quick. I just want to tell Joe Coleman he taught me something. One, he taught me something about support because he could have easily turned around and walked away, but he didn't, and he still encouraged me to um, to keep moving forward. And I say all that to say that's why what I'm doing right now is trying to do the same thing. I'm running into different quirks here and there, little things happen, sound problems, light problems, whatever, whatever, but I keep moving forward. And the correction, let me tell you, what's the name of the other gentleman is Theo Peoples. So it's Joe Coleman, Joe Blunt, and Theo Peoples. Um, um, Pebbles, is that, it's Pebbles, right? Pebbles? Oh, Pebbles. Okay. So uh, they are a hell of a group, and I'm looking to reach out to Joe and get him into the studio to do some interview. Well, hey, guess who is in the building with me? My man Rahul. What's up, bro? What's happening?
Good. How are you doing today,
I'm doing
Rodney?
okay. I'm doing okay. You might want to slide your
Oh,
chair up a little bit to
sure.
just go ahead and slide your chair up.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you can be right at the mic. There we
yeah.
go.
I
You
think
comfortable?
yeah, I'm comfortable. I think this is good. Yeah,
Okay. All right. So we and like I said, you're gonna see some bloopers here and there. Zena just hit number 4
yeah.
and went black. Come on now. Come on. So y'all got to work with me. Y'all got to work with me. And don't they then they shake their head at me.
Yeah,
I tell you, Lord have mercy. God is good though. So what's up, man? What's
yeah.
happening?
Everything's going well. I know we were supposed to start at 7 p.m., but unfortunately, I had a few things going on here at the intelligence office, and just a few things with in terms of people coming in for tours. But everything's going well, and I'm glad to be, working with you and collaborating with you on the people to people and the Rahul Bajaj show. So thanks so much for having me here.
Yeah. Well, first of all, let me tell y'all something. This gentleman here is another individual like myself who takes it very serious about networking and doing some things. So I'm going to let him tell you. I want you to
Yeah,
tell them a little bit about your show
sure.
and what it represents.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, hi everyone. My name is Rahul Bajaj, and I have a podcast on a radio station called Ruckus Avenue Radio and Dash Radio, and I started it at the end of 2021. Actually, I have had a few high-profile individuals, such as Jeannie Buss, the Los Angeles Lakers, D'Anthony Cathy, who's the chairman of Chick-fil-A, and also Don Roy King, who's the who used to be one of the directors of SNL, and also recently I had Neil Mehta, who's the founder of ENIAC Ventures. So pretty much the concept of my podcast is I talk to my guests about their success stories, how they went from failures to success. And we talk about latest trends in business, entertainment, and technology, and just to inspire the people, the listeners, and also to get them motivated. And it's similar to what Rodney is getting everyone to be involved in the community. So I think we definitely have a strong message to put out there. Like pretty much my message is that anything is possible nowadays. So in the world, and anyone can make it happen. So
That's pretty much again you and I we kind of been bumping
mhm,
heads back and forth, talking about coming together to make this thing happen, and so we said we will sit down and we're going to get down and try to pull it together.
right.
What I like what you bring to the table. The collaboration is going to be good,
Hmm.
and we're really on the same page because we're trying to tell everybody's story
Yeah,
and give them a platform to be able to share their information.
that's right.
Where you from?
So originally from India, I was born in Bengaluru, south of India, and actually my family is from different parts of India, but part Sindhi, Bengali, and Punjabi. But I came to the U.S. when I was once. I've been here most of my life, so I've been
Oh,
here
okay.
25 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, I mean, I always
Mm.
ask, we in the melting pot.
Right.
It's everybody is getting along with everybody and doing what we do. So I'm excited about that. Um, how did you
Mm.
like the networking event with the Chambers of Commerce?
Yeah, actually, it was exciting. I really enjoyed the event and getting to know everyone, and especially when Andrew Clark he came to present everything about the Tyson Chamber of Commerce, like welcoming in new people. I think that's the beauty about it. So when you can connect and work on different like-minded projects, so I think it's definitely great to bring the community together, and I really enjoy that aspect of the Tyson Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah, that was one thing that I was listening to Andrew.
Hmm.
He's another individual I watch and I learn from, and Andrew is real adamant about networking and
Right,
supporting the community. Like I say, if you hang with a drug dealer, you're gonna become either a drug dealer or a drug user.
right,
When you're hanging around people that's making power moves, you become a powerful man making moves, or you become his driver. But either way, you get blessed.
right.
No, but Andrew is a good guy.
Yeah.
He knows everybody,
Hmm.
but he has a big heart, man, and and everybody out here that I've met in Tyson's, man, has been
Hmm.
phenomenal, man.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's just so much going on. We got a lot of information that me and Ryan are going to be coming together. We're going to be start to have a whole different perspective on how we're going to be
Hmm.
going about presenting things. We got a collaboration on artists and individuals to bring in to do interviews. And if y'all have any information that y'all want to bring to the table, make sure that y'all get in touch with us so that we'll be able to tell you how to get set up to be interviewed. If you're an author, you're a performer, singer, writer, dancer, I mean, if you're a construction owner and you want to talk about your business, if you just wrote a new book, you want to get in touch with us, and so forth and so on. So tell them how long your podcast been going on.
Yeah, definitely. So I've started at the end of 2021, and it's been around for about 1.5 years. And looking forward to growing it with you as being partner, the People to People podcast, and especially I think nowadays when people listen to podcasts, I think they want to see the motivation side of it, and try to keep them busy every day. So I think this will definitely help them while they're on the road while driving, or taking a walk, or going like exercising. I think people will put on their headphones and listen to us, and I think they'll get inspired by what we have to say to the public and
Yeah,
to the community. So but yeah, I think in terms of like the time frame, it's been on for about 1.5 years. I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes in the next few years.
yeah. Well, I can tell y'all, we've been chatting on some things that we wanted to bring to the table, and we're really looking for uh, the opportunity to be a support system for the community,
Mm,
and for where we'll be able to say, hey, we bring in the best of the best in to be able to share the information. I met some lucrative people, man,
mm,
magazine owners, some bankers.
mm-hmm.
It was
Yeah,
everybody. It was a lot of people in
that's
the
true.
room.
Yeah, there were about like I think 40 people
Yeah,
today. Yeah,
and that was powerful.
yes.
So I think that as we move forward with the see is we already started lining things up. I was holding off. I was holding off because we needed to really get the sound
Hmm.
um, taken care of.
Right.
Y'all gonna keep hearing me say that, but I'm so pumped up. I got the best of the best. The sound man is phenomenal. Greg, man, we just
Hmm.
man love you, dude. Much respect to you. Um, Also, y'all got to be prepared for October 22nd. We're doing the
Hmm.
networking event. Hopefully, Raul, you'll
Oh,
be there,
yes.
and we'll give you a chance to kind of like just to really elaborate on some other things that you got working, and
Oh, definitely.
you know. But on October 22nd, here at the Intelligence Office, 1934 Old Gallows Road, on the third floor,
Mm,
between 2 and 6, we're going to be here doing what we do. And when I tell you we are doing a networking mixer at a level that's phenomenal, we're going to make sure that you leave out of here with connections. This is not a
mm,
meet and greet where you come in and get telephone numbers because you're trying to take somebody out for dinner or trying to creep with them, something like that. That's not what this is about. We talking about some serious networking. And everyone that has been to all of the networking events that we've done has left out of here pleased and happy and overwhelmed with joy. Donnell, what's up, my brother? Peace and blessings to you. I hope you're out there. Donnell is another one of the guys who's on the team. We'll be pushing the networking events along with some other projects we're going to be working on as well. I think this was getting ready to happen with us, with Rahul being coming into the platform. We're going to really be able to really become very diverse.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
and really start to also attract some young people in so we can help them get some exposure.
Yeah, most definitely. I think it'll definitely give the young people a better perspective on what we were talking about, and definitely with your podcast, the People to People, the platform, and also with the Ruckus Avenue Radio, and my platform, the Rahul Bajaj Show. I think we can attract more and more people every day. So I think this is a great collaboration, and I think we can take this forward.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's going to be something that is going to become very interesting. What I'm looking for in the future is start doing some serious homework, bringing you the positive information. Yeah. I try not to watch the news because first thing in the morning, man, you show they killed this person, they killed that person. But what about the person that helped the person, that blessed somebody,
Right.
that the kid that made straight A's,
Mhm.
or the individual who returned the wallet that they found. Something.
Yeah.
Oh, why we got to get back to doing sharing good things.
Right.
And that's what we was talking about when we were saying we want to talk about people's success,
Right.
the
Yeah.
success stories.
And also how they went from failures to success.
Yeah,
And there's an example actually of a show that's out, CNN Heroes. So they cover stories on how people have helped others, worldwide, and different projects they're running or different initiatives. So I think that's a special show I've seen on CNN, and I think maybe we bring people and local talent from the DMV area or within the U.S. and people come in and share their stories on how they have helped people. I think there's the power to power, people to people, and I think that's how we can bring the community together.
yeah. I
Mhm.
really one of the things that we've been really looking for is to be able to let people say, "Hey, we watched this program and got something out of it."
Right.
That was positive. We have quite a few businesses out here in the intelligence
Mhm.
office location, from realtors, uh, uh, different individuals who mental health.
Yeah. Hmm.
What's some other thing?
Roofing companies.
We got a roofing company
Yeah.
out here. Man,
Fabio is actually a good friend of mine.
okay,
Shout out to Fabio, actually,
yeah,
his roofing company. So if you need a new roof or thing, just a little plug-in for his company. But he works out of here, and there's a few other companies that work out of here, like you were saying, real estate, financial services, in terms of the medical industry.
yeah,
Coaches mindfulness coaches, and there's we're always looking for folks to come in and check out the space and see what their needs are. And we
yeah.
always love helping people out here.
That's the other thing that I
Mhm.
like about out here, intelligence office. Let me tell you something. They got a space for you. It's very professional, safe, uh, and when I say safe, things can happen anywhere. But
Right.
overall, when I say safe, they got a secure building at a certain time. They have some lovely receptionists that
Hmm.
greet you between the working hours. I think is what 8 and 5.
Yeah, about 8:30 to 5 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah, and shout out to them, man. They phenomenal. These
Hmm.
young ladies. I've met some fantastic people here. Shout out to my man Brandon too.
Brandon. Yeah.
I know Brandon had that eye work done,
Mm,
so he kind of under the weather right now. But
yeah. Mm,
another good man that I've met out here. Remember, say the date for October 22nd. Me and Ra will be here. and
Mm.
he's going to be talking about what he got to do and some of the things he's bringing to the table. We're going to have some vendors. So if you're also looking for, you want to come out as a vendor and have a table, call us, and so we can set that up and make sure that you are able to share your information. Shout out to Beth Creation. Beth's another one of the sponsors, supporters of the People to People podcast. She's been from day one, and I just appreciate her dedication. And there's so many other people. Hands in Motion out in Delray, Eric and Gwen Pratt Miller. I went out a few days ago and Eric tightened me up. So
Mm.
thank you, Eric. Appreciate that. We have a lot of different businesses in different areas. It's like I said, and there's some other businesses that I need to get the proper information. I'm going to start having a, 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 a information sheet that's going to be. I can be able to give you some telephone numbers and get them in the right direction.
Right, and also Roku TV. I know
Oh
that
yeah,
they.
yeah. I already I did the shout
Yeah.
out. I was telling you we got TEP TV man
Mm-hmm.
on Roku man. So
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, we also we got some products that we're gonna start
Mm.
promoting real heavy too. It's just so much. Like I said, it's hard when you're doing everything by yourself. When you get that team starting to come together, it helps, and you move forward and make a big difference.
Right.
So you have a lot of family here, Raul?
Yeah, I would say part of my family is here. I mean, my parents and my sister are here, but and my grandparents on my mom's side is here. But my dad's side is mainly in India. So we go visit them every now and then. And actually, I'm going to be visiting my dad's side later this year in December.
Okay.
So we're having a family reunion, so which would be nice. And but yeah, part of I would say like about 10% of my family's here, 10-15%, and the rest are in India. Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned family reunion. We having a family reunion dinner on September 23rd,
Oh, nice.
and we hadn't had one in so long, man. And I'm
Mm,
getting ready to meet some new cousins, see some old cousins, hug some cousins, laugh,
mhm.
dance with them, have a good time. So I'm looking forward to that. Family reunion is very important. That's really important.
Right.
So, do you think that as we move forward, they'll be
Yeah.
watching us in India?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think we can take this worldwide. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We want to reach out and tell them say to tune in so they can see
Yeah.
what we're doing. We making some moves over here. Some of the other things that Raul was talking to me about, we was going to have some
Hmm.
round table discussions and
Yeah.
really be talking about some things that's going to be profound in your life that's going to help you move forward. We also going to be kicking back up date night soon
Mhm.
to start bringing couples in and talking about that. I've been networking with some individuals trying to get some things done. It's not that easy. They don't know,
Hmm.
man. It's a lot of work in this.
Right. That's why I'm myself also looking for a girl. Actually, at this point, so I'm 26, and actually, my actually interesting fact. One fact is my birthday is on Valentine's Day, so I'm actually in the process of going out on dates. And actually, speaking of date night, like as you were saying, I know some of the founders of like different dating apps. So one of them is called Dilmil. It's an Indian dating app. So actually, actually connected with the founder a few years ago. So maybe he could be a potential guest on our show, and we can do like a roundtable discussion on like how dating is in the 21st, like this century,
Yeah,
and seeing how like different people react to it. So and we can go around the room and seeing what people's thoughts are, and maybe have some callers call in and try like join the conversation with us. Yeah.
yeah. Well, like I said, we got some things planned. We're gonna be at the drawing board, sitting down, and
Mm.
hopefully in a couple of weeks, y'all gonna see a big difference in a lot of things that's gonna take place. Again, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been supporting the People to People podcast. Again, I came out here 2 years ago to Tyson's, and I've met some very
Mm.
very powerful individuals. Shout out to my girl Ginger. I'm
Okay.
gonna tell y'all about her business too. She's now here in the intelligence office.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know if I a lot of times I don't like to say things, but
Yeah.
Ginger has that company where they give you those vitamins.
Oh, right.
They get is that I forget what you call it.
Oh,
It's
is
like
it
the
the core IV therapy? The one?
yeah yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
I love that.
Right.
I tried it. You tried it yet?
No, I haven't. I want to try it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, I tried it. I'm scared of needles, but after she got that needle, and they put the vent, got
Right.
me past the scary part.
Yeah.
Man, I was like, man, that was amazing how I felt.
Hmm.
Uh, and what I like about it is that it gets right in your system immediately.
Right.
So it's not something you got to wait on taking vitamins and stuff. It's a costly process, but it's well worth it.
Right.
I'm going to be doing an interview with her real soon,
Oh,
bringing her
nice.
down. Like I said, we got different things going to be going forward, and Raul is going to be
Mm.
also kind of branching off in different little areas on his own
Yeah.
to really be able to sit down and bring some positive energy to the community,
Yeah. Definitely.
and so that's going to be something I'm looking forward to.
Same here. And I remember you also had Lisa Nicole Cloud earlier from Envision You.
Yes.
So similarly to like the core IV therapy, like she's in a kind of a similar field. So like with the spray. So it's
So
pretty
that's
cool.
something me and you work on together,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
you still involved with it?
Yeah. I'm still involved. Actually, I want to like get back into that area. Just it's been a little busy with my. I just started a new job here in
Yeah.
intelligent office. So just
No, I
trying to.
already know, bro. Believe me. I
Right.
mean, with everything that's been going on with me,
Yeah.
it's I know they probably think, man, what happened to Rodney, but
Right.
something. When I'm able to really, really focus on it,
Hmm.
see, let me say this, and this is
Yeah.
to anybody out there. Sometimes you got to be careful trying to take on more than one project
Right.
because you got to focus on what you're doing so you can do it properly and correct.
That's true.
So if you take on, X39, the X39 patch, Kimberly
Mm.
Harkey, a sweetheart, let me tell you. And the patch worked, okay?
Mm.
So I met her, we joined up with her, and believe it or not, if I didn't have a full time job, I could be selling that patch or I could be doing the
Right.
product,
Oh, and the Envision You
the
product.
Envision.
Hmm.
And I'm telling you, these products work. I've used them. I've seen it. I experienced it. Not just watching other people, but I've watched my wife use them and seen my
Mm.
wife come out and say, "Yo, this stuff is amazing." So, you're going to find that we're going to start having a lot of that product right here on
Right.
the podcast that we'll be talking about. And if you have a product out there that you want to promote, please get with us. Like I said, my man Mark, um, he has his clothing line. We got quite a few different people that have a good positive flow. Sucker Free. That's one of my nephews from Payne Street. They have a clothing line that they pushing hard. And shout out to them because they still doing their thing. Also, I'm a Savage Guards, my son's clothing line. I think they still in the mix. They just in a hiatus state right now, prepping and do some things. They'll be back pushing hard as well too. Shout out to my kids, and I'm just saying, because my daughter Nika, she's been really pounding over in DC in the community, working to fight against violence. I'm so proud of where she's going right now and what she's doing, and that's phenomenal. Shout out to my other daughter Tay. She's driving the school bus up in Fredericksburg, um, and so they handling their business. And then my son down in South Carolina, Lewis down there, he done moved down there and forgot about He's still a Redskins fan though. I
Mm.
don't care where he move at. I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
that. And my son Monte, he's handling his business, raising his kids. My son boss Mike came down from New York, and he's just been pounding away. So I'm just taking the opportunity to say hello to my kids, man. I'm
Mm.
tell you, my son Marcus, uh, he's a mama boy. He gonna get me for that. And
Yeah.
Skitty Scat, what's happening, bro? Skitty Scat, one of the hottest rappers in the DMV. Shout out to him as well. Uh, and we had a music artist in here. Who was that we had in here a week ago or so? Skitter
Mhm.
was talking to. You remember who that was? I'm trying to think. It was
Yeah.
I forget. Man, I'm telling you, I'm getting old. I'm forgetting.
It was not Curtis. Oh no, it was actually. Oh, I saw Curtis Blow on one of here, but pictures, but
No. It
it's
was
not.
actually she was here, and he did a shout out to her. He did some collaboration with
Mm-hmm.
her or something. I forget. But and also want to do a shout out to my dear friends down in Delaware, Charles
Mm-hmm.
and Faustine King. Shout out to my other friends, Troy and Desi, and all the ones that's really, man, just been in my corner. I ain't forget
Yeah.
about my sister. I got my little sister. Now, babe, Demetria.
Demetria,
I said it correctly.
for the first time.
I said it correctly for the first time. For the good fight, Demetria.
Dimitri.
Yeah,
Nice.
she's a phenomenal individual, man.
Mm-hmm.
One of the people that I partner with. We ride or die,
Right.
So uh, a lot of these individuals we'll be collaborating with as we move forward and make things happen.
Definitely,
So,
and you have a huge family. It looks like I list all the kids' names. So
oh yeah, man,
yeah, no,
shoot,
yeah,
man, I ain't even started mad hollering shouting out to my grandchildren. Man, I got about 9 of them,
oh wow,
and and they all of them doing good.
nice.
And I'm real proud of them. And shout out to my my co my co-working family. I ain't gonna call their names out because I don't know if you're supposed to be talking about
Mm-hmm.
individuals who in certain positions or whatever. But
Oh, you
shout
mean
out
like
to
within here in this op in the?
no, not in the
Oh, just
intelligence
in
job. I'm
general.
talking about
Oh,
on my other job.
oh, right.
Yeah, I got some individuals, man. I lean on, man,
Mm-hmm.
and they do a lot to help me to stay grounded.
Right.
Yeah. But so with some, I mean, other than we got some big plans. Anything you want to really talk about right now?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I guess maybe I'll give a shout out also to Hari Ramamurthy, who runs the space intelligence office, and we have a great team here. So just wanted to give a shout out to them. But yeah, I would say in terms like I see like the big vision for this. Like since now this is our first episode, the Rahul Bajaj, people to people with the Rahul Bajaj show. I think we can take this to the next level and see how we can bring more people, involve more people in the community, and have more roundtable discussions as well as bring in people from the outside, from the DMV area or like outside in the US or worldwide, and bring them here and have a great discussion around their success stories and how we can inspire other folks around the world and motivate them. So I think that's I would say that's a big vision, and the big plan moving forward is to get as more people involved, go to like as many events, network, and see how we can bring more people and get more people involved at the end of the day. So that's I would say that would sum it up. Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out what that
Jeanette
Janae.
is the music that is there.
Oh, Janae.
Really. Mm.
Yeah. Okay, Janae. Um. So where did Janae come in from?
I think it was Man in the Mirror. Did they do it?
That's what it was. Okay. She. You know what? Nate Jenkins' daughter, Janae. That's
Mm.
right. Music artist. She's doing some things. I think she relocated back up here from Atlanta. She was doing some stuff. She all over the place. She might be in Miami right now because the last time we talked, that's where she was going to perform. That's who it was. Skitty Scat was talking about Janae. Yeah. So again, yeah, here we are. We got a couple more minutes before we roll out. Raul,
Yeah.
you run with it, man, because this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna sit in the hot seat, man. We gotta be able to. Sometime I don't want to drive. You're gonna have to drive, baby.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I would say thanks so much for the opportunity here, and I think this is a great place to be, and especially like being a part of this community now. And I joined intelligence office at the beginning of August, and now I've come to realize like it's whenever you meet people coming to the door, it's always great to see like what their needs are and how you can help them get to that next level in life. And we're also always trying to engage with them and take their business to the next level essentially. So I think with being here in the people to people podcast, and especially with you, Rodney, I think you also bring in more folks here and getting to know one another. I think that's the beauty about it, and you're sharing like stories about other folks around the world, and like with your mirror to mirror, for example. So I think that brings out a wide image, and also lets people know like what you're striving to do, and also gives people a better idea of like what we are representing. So I think this is definitely a great opportunity, and I'm really glad to be a part of it. I'm looking forward to seeing where this journey takes us, and how we can take this to the next level. So
So what one of the things that
mhm,
y'all gonna notice, and this is with me, right?
yeah,
I sit here. Yeah, sometimes y'all see me upset. Sometimes y'all see me getting emotional. Sometimes,
mhm,
but the real deal is that we are people,
mhm,
and we make mistakes. We come together collectively to keep moving forward. Excuse me. My focus was to get to a point where people didn't have to struggle to get recognized
mhm,
for good things.
right,
Normally, you got to be a big time celebrity to go on a show.
mhm,
You don't have to be a big time celebrity to come on People to People.
right,
You all you have to you could be a regular person just doing something positive. I want to know what your kid is doing. If your kid is
mhm,
doing good in school, get in touch with us
yeah,
because we want to talk about that.
yeah,
You know, matter of fact, shout out to my great niece, Kyla, um, who is she's I mean doing some amazing things with her personal life in school, playing volleyball. I'm setting up for her to come in for me to do an interview with her.
mhm,
When I tell you, I've been blessed with some people around me that have done some phenomenal things. My nephew Leslie Shepard, who retired from the Washington Redskins. My baby sister Kathy Grimes Miller, who went to University of Virginia, had her jersey retired at
mhm,
uh, University of Virginia, and also had it retired at the high school that she graduated from, T.C. Williams in Alexandria, Virginia. Um, we come from a line of individuals who try to do some positive things, and
right,
so I do the best I can on my end. I
mhm,
have a lot of family members that are amazing individuals. Shout out to my cousin Walter Shepard, Dwan, and James Carter, Tubi, Tim, Micah. I mean, I got a rack of cousins, man, that are real good
mhm.
dudes, doing some positive things. Congratulations to my brother. My brother just got married.
Oh,
Congratulations
congratulations!
to
Yeah,
him and his new wife. And so what's get ready
hey,
to happen is we get ready to shut it down.
I
We got 3 comments.
Yeah, Mark Durrett was responding to portfolio. He said,
Mhm.
crab in the pot syndrome in Virginia, we have to stick together. And then Boo Jones says, Rodney, being a servant of God is not for the faint of heart. The race is not given to the swift, but to those who endure to the end. And Darnell Scott says, good evening, Rodney Grimes and Raul.
Oh,
Peace and blessings to all of you. Let me tell you. I'm gonna do a shout out to somebody else down in Atlanta too, Dennis Brown, another
mm,
one of my brothers, man. That he's all the time supporting him, man. He's praying for us, and so shout out to my friend up in New York, Dino, Ronald Dean. We got people all over. Shout out down in South Carolina to Brenda Minnick. And guess what? One of my cousins by marriage was up here. Tracy
mm.
Hamilton. Tracy Hamilton down in South Carolina. Her son was playing, got his butt whooped by the Redskins. Ah, shoot. I know I shouldn't have said it, but I did. But you know what? Because we family, it don't matter. We still love you anyway. But they came up here and we had a good time. We showed them some hospitality and also sent them home with a butt whooping. So if she see this, I know she down there. And let me tell you something. And Roger said, "Oh no, Robert. I think his name is Robert. Robert said hello to you too. Yeah. So we're gonna, kind of get ready to shut it down.
Yeah,
So what we gonna
actually,
do, man? Go
I
ahead.
just had a question for you. So, since I know you've started this, whole people to people podcast, so I guess like what wakes you up every day, to come here into the studio or just like wherever you are, at your home or just coming to work or wherever you're going. I guess what at the end of the day, what motivates you to wake up and like talk to like everyone, like pretty much interact with everyone. So, I guess what's that one thing that wakes you up every day?
God,
God, okay, nice.
Jah, Yah is the one thing that motivates me. The
Mm-hmm.
Holy Spirit.
Right,
I believe that I am my brothers and sisters' keeper. I'm not a superhero, but I believe that I'm supposed to do my part.
right,
So that's what motivates me. If I can help one person, I'm happy.
nice.
So that's what this. I've been doing this, and this is not by coincidence, or this wasn't something that I led out to do. This
Mm-hmm.
is something God put me in the seat to do this, and so I just give Him praise. So when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do
Mm-hmm.
is I give glory and praise to Him,
Nice.
and I thank Him for another
Mm-hmm.
day, and I ask even as I wash my face. I'd be saying thank you and asking to allow me to be a blessing for somebody else. That's my
Yeah,
driving force. What about you?
yeah, I love that. Yeah, I think yeah, when I wake up every day, I always love seeing smiles on everyone's faces. And one of my goals is to start a foundation called the Bajaj Smile Foundation, where like you donate $1 every minute, and when you around the world, when you make an impression on someone, like and put a smile on someone's face, it could be someone who's living in the slums in India, or like who's like suffering with poverty or whatever it may be, like with the struggles. I think if you put a smile on that specific person's individual's face and donate $1 each minute, I think that'll make a difference in today's world. And actually, in some Bollywood movies, I'm originally from India, so recently there's been some Bollywood movies where they send a message saying, if you help, like for example, 3 people, you tell the next 3 people to help 3 more people. So I think that's a great message to put out there, and I really get inspired by some of these Bollywood movies, and it gives me goosebumps usually during the movies, and it's just the message they're putting across. So, and actually, the one of the recent movies called Javan. There's an actor named Shah Rukh Khan. He's like a pretty like big Bollywood actor, and one of his message in the like at the end of the movie, he talks about like when you put on one finger up, it pretty much means like you're trying to tell the government like what do you want from them, and because in India, some people quote unquote say like the government is corrupt usually, So they want the government to help them with like the children's education or like different aspects of society. So basically, when you put one finger up, it means like you're like each citizen has the like a freedom of speech. So yeah, I really like love those different messages that come from different movies. Like it could be Hollywood, Bollywood, or any movies or like shows. So that's what motivates me, like to see a smile on everyone's face.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good. Well, let me tell y'all that we get ready to shut it down. Thank you for tuning
Hmm.
in. It's People to People with Rodney Grimes and Rahul Bajaj.
Yeah, Rahul Bajaj. Yeah, hmm,
Bajaj.
yeah. Thank
The
you.
Rahul Bajaj Show.
Yeah, the Rahul Bajaj show. Yeah. Hmm.
So we got two more comments.
William Slade said, "What's up, Rodney Grimes channel? And wait a minute, channel is growing. I'm going to stop past soon." And Boo Jones says, "My young cousin John Ledbetter, NFL pro football player, plays for Arizona Cardinals."
Oh yeah,
Oh,
okay. Hey, he still he related to Boo Jones. He got his butt whooped too. Hey Boo, I know you
yeah.
had to call him because I know you're a Commanders fan. You from the hometown, baby. But you know that's how we do. But hey, as everybody been tuning in, remember go to YouTube and subscribe, hit like. Also, if you want to make a donation toward the podcast, it's the $ RG1960. We do accept donations. Everything goes toward equipment and things like that. Matter of fact, this is a brand new mic, brand new, from some support that we got, and we got some other things that we're going to be working on. And the with the Rahu, the Ra,
Oh,
Ra,
the
Ra,
Rahul
Ra
Bajaj show. Yeah,
the,
all good. Yeah, no,
look now I'm getting tongue tied. The
no, the Rahul
The
Bajaj. Yeah.
Rahu Bajaj show.
Hmm.
Again, I'm going to be talking with him. We're going to be coming up with some good conversation, health tips, and some other things. Y'all going to see the production changing in a way that's going to be real powerful. Thank you for tuning in. It's much love and respect. You know
Yeah,
how we
thank you.
do, and it's all about us doing the positive things. What they say, people to people, power to power,
Hmm.
positive thinking people.
Yeah,
No
awesome.
music today. We just shutting it down. I'll see you next time.
See you soon. Thank you.